Dun, 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 dun.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Squad Games game night. Today we have something very special for you. We're going to be showing off the Typhoon Box that just came out for Kill Team. And we want to thank Games Workshop for giving us an advanced copy so that we could play, review, and do a bunch of other stuff, so we can do that all for you.
I got to play the Tyranids, and then Giacomo, you got to paint, and you're playing Battleclade today.
That's correct.
All right, so I guess we've already set up, so we will explain what we did and the equipment that we've taken.
So let's go to top-down view.
So firstly, I have two operatives. I placed the Venom Spitter, the Ravener Venom Spitter, right underneath this, right? I'll put a token on top so that everyone can tell there's a model there. I also put the Tyranid Prime, the Ravener Prime, right here, tucked in behind this wall. That's all I did. Everyone else is set up in tunnels.
That's right.
On this beautiful, magnificent little plate over here. You know, they're all just waiting to be summoned. Go ahead, G.
Okay, so let's start. We're going to go from left to right over here. We have, in this corner over here, and everyone's in conceal, just like we always start. We start with the Technomedic Servitor over here. We have one of our gun servitors up here. We have one of the regular combat servitors down here.
This gun servitor is the heavy bolter.
That is the heavy bolter variant. That is correct. We have one of my regular combat servitors here. This one is the phosphor gun. And then we have the Underseer just hanging out right next to him. We go in a little bit of the center of the board. We have our Breacher right here. He's going to get ready to bust through the walls. And we have another one of the combat ones, this one with the Igniter. And you have the Techno Archaeologist, a fun little name to say. Another combat servitor with Meltagun, the Proxy Servitor over here, and then one more gun servitor down here with the Arc Rifle.
Now, Giacomo, my model here was placed beyond the 6-inch marker.
That's all right. We'll just adjust it.
Right here. But we should go over equipment.
Oh, yes. Let's do that real quick. You want to start off?
Yeah, so I took Metamorphic Flesh, which anytime one of my Raveners is activated, he regains D3 wounds. Acid Blood, whenever I am fighting or retaliating and I take damage from a dice on a 5-up, whatever hit me takes 1 damage. And then Chromatospore Camouflage. Whenever an operative is shooting a friendly Ravener operative, you can retain any cover saves, so I can retain 2 dice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah, very easy. And I took Crack Grenades. Nothing saying I can't take Crack Grenades.
It's always interesting when you think of like a Xenos that takes an Imperium weapon.
Yeah.
I find that pretty funny.
I found them.
Every time.
Them tunneling.
I found them in the tunnel.
Unblown up demolitions.
There we go. I like that. You like you doing a volleyball thing with your tail. There you go. I don't know, something like that. So I'll go over my equipments real fast as well. I am doing the Neurocyclic Reserve Cells, which will give me some points to use towards my counteractions. The capacitors, the electromagnetic capacitors, which will give me shock in melee. That's going to be important for later because you're very much a melee guy. Covert Guises, which will let me do some free repositions, but that's going to be a little later. That's going to be specifically for the Archaeologist. And then Concealed Apparatus, which will allow me to kind of move some of my dudes around. That'll be Turning Point 2.
Cool. Now we're going to do the scouting step. Ready?
Yep. 1.
Perfect. Who would have thought, right?
Who would have thought? Equipments are good. I'm going to go ahead and take comms device.
Sure.
What about
I'm going to take smoke grenades. Who do you want to go first, G?
I'm going to have you go first.
Cool. I will go first.
Since I was the attacker, I'm going to place my comms device right here.
Right there?
Yeah, that should be pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah, right there.
Now,
right there.
let me try and get the strategy ploys right. So for strategic gambits, since it's going to be me, I'm going to go tunnels, you know?
Let's do it.
After primaries.
After primaries.
So I'm going to place another one. We're going to put it right under this guy's base.
Perfect. And that's just within 5 inches.
So wholly within 5 of the 20 millimeter marker. So it's about like 6.5 inches or so.
You know what I always wonder? In theory, could you make it just 2 inches from each other? Like if you really wanted to make that small of a tunnel?
I think so.
Yeah. So I'm going to do mine as well. I'm going to do Neurocyclic Reserve Cells. So we're going to roll a D3 now. I'm going to get 3 reserve cells. That's going to be useful for later.
What does that do?
So that lets me use my transfer power ability, but when I use those ones, I can't fight or shoot. So I'm pretty much using those for mission actions,
For mission actions?
basically.
Okay.
Mission actions and abilities.
I'm going to use my Tyrannid Prime's ability now. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff for this team. I'm going to use Synaptic Link. If I roll a dice, roll 1d6, compare the results to the number of the current turning point. If it's higher, I gain 1 CP. It's going to be higher, so I don't need to read the rest of that. Okay?
That's true.
See?
Perfect.
Yeah.
You
No
got a
one
command
needs
point.
to know what else happens if you fail. You don't need to know because you're always going to pass, right?
But if you do want to know,
I'd take damage.
if it's below, yes, you take damage equal to the result, and if it's a tie, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Easy. It's pretty much a guaranteed useful little tool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what am I gonna do next? Let's see. I don't think we're fighting in the first turn. At least I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else.
No? Nothing else?
Let me see. I have the Battleclade Techno-Archaeologist as an ability, but I don't think I need to do this just yet. Especially because I have to go back into my position. So no, I'm not going to do anything else right now.
I'm also going to do nothing else.
All right, then let's have a good game.
Cool. Giacomo, best of luck, brother.
Dakotah, best of luck. All right,
All right.
starting with you.
All right. So if I measure this...
You're going to have a lot of counteractions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you move a total of 7 inches.
I can.
Yeah.
Up to 7 inches. This little homie is going to move here. I just want to see if I'm still going to be on the tunnel when I set it up at the beginning of the next turning point. I should.
Cool.
Just in case if I want to do some tunnel stuff.
That's what you're all about, so that makes
I'm
sense.
going to have so many counteracts. It's so silly.
All right, I'm going to start with the Breacher.
I have a
He's going to
feeling-
move 5 inches.
I have a feeling your time is going to run real slim
And then
compared to
And
mine.
then I'm going to dash right over here. That's
All right.
that's what the Breacher's doing. And I'm going to pass the turn.
What does the Breacher do?
So, much like all the other Breachers in the game, he can select a point of terrain that's no longer
Oh, so he
negative
can
1
walk
inch,
through stuff.
and I'm going to create a hole.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess I'm going to put a homie right there.
All right. That's terrifying. And that's a
And
piece
then
of,
I'm done.
and that's a piece of heavy, so
Don't
that's,
flip that back unless I want to counteract. Hey!
I do remember by the end of the fourth turn, you got to make sure that they're out, or else they.
Oh,
they die.
I think you do have to flip it back to me, and I have to choose to pass with them. Or
That's
I can
right.
have them pop out.
That's correct.
I could.
So let's go ahead. We're going to kind of move dash with the Meltagun. That's going to be we're literally getting to this wall. We're not going
Also
anywhere.
scurry.
He's just moving up here, and that's his whole job. Do you want to pass?
No, I might pop a guy out here.
All right.
I might pop him out. I could.
Yeah, you could. I wouldn't see why not. Keep him safe.
I could pop him out, and then I could move 5, technically.
That's right. You do subtract 2 from your movement once you do the burrow action.
And tunneling is if this model is set up on the ground, it's no longer subtract 2 from its move stat. Alternatively, okay, so I think I can just set it up as long as it's touching a tunnel. So I could set it up basically beyond. Oh, that's interesting.
As long as it's touching part of it, yeah. Right? It doesn't say wholly within.
That is interesting. So I could set it up like here.
And that's the Crusher model, right?
This is the Crusher.
Yes. I do like that model a lot. And you'd be obscured.
So that's 5. Why would it be obscured? Well, right now.
From this
yes.
shot, exactly. If you decide to move or anything else. There you go.
I do have 3 APL.
Oh, that's right. Elite teams are cool.
And then I could do a smoke grenade for the beginning of next turn in case you want to choose this model to come over here. I don't know if I'm going to use a smoke grenade later in the game.
Well, I don't think I can shoot you just yet.
No, next turn.
Yeah, exactly. Next turn.
Yeah. And then you could just be within 2, right?
I can get within 2. Pretty close.
Okay. Pass to you.
All right, it's me. Let's go ahead and move our medic. He's going to move 2 this way, 1 this way.
There's another one on the field, just because why not?
And let's see. So we're going to curve ourselves, and then we'll dash. We're going to get to right here.
Right there.
Yep. Your turn.
I will pass with the homie, the Fell Talon.
There you
I
go.
will pass with Fell Talon.
Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead. We're going to move our Techno-Archaeologist. He can move 6 inches.
Ooh.
Yeah, he knows how to walk. He's going to get himself.
The other guys hobble.
They move 5 inches. Yep, this guy, he walks, though. But he doesn't really want to do anything else. He has 3 APL, though, so he can do the most amount of things. Yeah, we're going to stay there, actually. No, we're going to have to move. We'll get a little closer. We're going to move ourselves right here.
Ooh,
That's what we're going to do. And then our third action is just going to pass.
It's going to pass?
Yeah, we don't really need a thing just yet.
All right. I will pass with the Tremor Sense guy, who can pop out the tunnel and do tunnel things.
And you can still counteract in Conceal.
I can.
Yeah, that's one of your cool abilities.
I can even flip to engage if I choose to.
If you wanted to.
I think that is called predatory senses. Predatory instincts.
I'm going to pass with my Gun Servitor. It's not going to move.
Sure.
And then I'm going to pass with my Proxy Servitor.
Okay.
It's also not going to move. This Melt-A-Gun, it will move.
Okay.
It will move. It has to move. It's going to climb for 2, move over for 2, and then I'm going to proceed to drop for 1 and use the rest of my drop to literally just land on the ground. And he's in Conceal. And let's see, I still got 2 more guys. I'm sorry. Did you want to counteract before any of those things?
No, not yet.
Okay. You're still saving your counteracts. So let's see. This will be 5 inches. We don't want to get too far. We're going to get him here. Right there.
You're gonna put that the blimp guy?
Yeah.
That's what is his name again? The blimp guy?
He is the Underseer.
The Underseer. Got it.
He's like the leader, and then this is his leader.
Gotcha.
Yes. So let's see. That's probably not where I want to put him. So that'll be 2 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, then a dash. We're going to get him a little bit further back. Yeah, just about there. Actually, we can just go from the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then dash over here. That's how we're going to do that.
Okay.
We're going to get him right there. Do you want to counteract?
How many models do you have left?
I have 2 models left.
I'll counteract. Dash. I'm going to move, not dash, but I guess move 2 inches over this way.
Scurry over. I like that. Yep, it's just me. This Gun Servitor is going to pass. Would you like to counteract?
I do. This guy's also going to go 2 inches that way.
Okay.
Go ahead,
And
Jake.
lastly, my Igniter, my Combat Servitor with the Igniter, which is just a flamethrower. He's going to stay... He's going to stay right...
Who's the Melta guy?
Melty guy's over here.
Oh, he's back there. Who's
Yeah.
this guy?
That's a flamethrower. This is the little stubber guy. The Phosphor Blaster.
Which does what?
It has Severe. That's it.
It's a 3/4?
It's a 3/4 with Severe.
Okay, and who's this guy?
And that's the Igniter, which is a 4 attacks, 2/2 flamethrower.
Flamer?
Yep. Hitting on 2s. With 4/4 damage. So decent damage, so I could have 3
How
more.
exciting.
Yeah, we're going to keep him right there.
Gonna go right there?
Yep, that's where he's going to live his life.
Alright. How fun. How many models do you have?
I have 10.
You have 10.
Yes.
And I have 5.
Yep.
So every single one of my models has to kill 2 of your models.
That's correct.
Fantastic.
But you have 20 wounds.
I do have 20 wounds.
You
But
quite
you
a
have
lot.
you have how many Melta-Guns and how many times can you shoot AP2 weapons in a turn? Technically 4 shots of AP2. Yeah.
I have 1 Melt-A-Gun right now.
And you have a laser dude who
I
has
do,
an AP2
but
weapon.
he does have to get close though. The breacher does have to get close,
Oh,
and you're gonna get close for me.
I'm
So
gonna
that's
get-
gonna
I'm
be
gonna-
that's gonna be a-okay.
I'm gonna go right
All
on top
right.
of you. All right.
All right.
So end of the turn.
That's the end of the turning point.
Okay. Did you pause it already?
I sure did.
Okay.
Are you ready to roll off?
Sure. Okay, G.
Ready for
You
turn
ready?
2? Let's do it.
All right. See who goes first.
5,
3. Looks
All right.
like you are.
I am going to choose to go first. Yes, that is
Ooh,
correct.
exciting.
Which means you'll get 2 command points, and I'll just get 1. All right.
So now I'm at 6, and now I'm going to spend... Oh, you go first.
Yes, so I will spend first, and yes, thank you for starting that. We're going to use the Nospheric Possession as support. So whenever a friendly Battleclade servitor operative is within 6 inches of the auto proxy or the underseer operative, that friendly servitor operative's weapons have the accurate 1 rule.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to go to 3 command points. How about you?
I'm going to tunnel.
There you go. His gambit will be to tunnel.
Tunnel, 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 tunnel. We're going to keep going straight up the battlefield. Make sure that's within 5. Wholly within 5. Yeah, it's you.
I'm going to go ahead and use Seeker of Divine Arcana, which is a strategic gambit for the Techno-Archaeologist. I'm going to have him move as close as possible to my zone.
Okay, which guy?
This man right here.
Sure.
And I'm going to have him walk this way. Let's get him this way. Make sure this is exactly how he does it. So he can fall back, place marker, pick up, or reposition. If he does fall back or reposition, and this operative isn't carrying a marker, it must end its action either within your drop zone, if that's possible, or within an objective marker or one of your mission markers within its control range. So we are going to go ahead and get to here and get as close as we can to our zone.
You're falling back, huh?
A reposition.
He was the guy I was worried about.
I know.
Thought you were going to come around the corner and try and nuke my leader.
No. That's going to be later. That'll be later, because I need him to not be there. I can get him over here. Actually, I think it's better to have him move over here.
Too bad I didn't take frags.
Yeah, but you still got some stuff.
You got a lot of stuff.
You still got some stuff.
All right, I'm going to take my leader's ability where I roll CP. It is called, once again, Synaptic Link. I cannot roll a 1. Got it.
Hey, you get another...
I'm at 7 command points.
That is pretty nutty.
The new and improved Legionary
There
team.
you go.
Right, that's crazy. All right. I guess I can start spending command points.
We're gonna use Incantation of the Iron Soul. So whenever an attack dice inflicts damage of 3 or more against my Battleclade operatives, on a 5+, I take 1 less damage.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We're going to do tunnel lurkers. Anyone on a tunnel is in light cover. Pass to you.
Okay, and it's in light cover. That is really nice. Yeah, that is pretty good. So let's put it back to me. So now we're going to use our concealed apparatus to start moving some dudes.
Okay.
All right, so we begin with our servitors here. So we're going to go ahead and choose this man.
Okay.
Our breacher is going to move in place of the medic. The medic's going to change with him.
Huh.
And then actually, that's kind of mostly what I really wanted to do. We'll do this too. We'll have... No, actually, I think that's pretty much it.
That's it?
I'm thinking, because I don't really have more. You're in conceal, so I'm not shooting you this turn just yet. Yeah, I'm not really shooting you just yet. This is a little bit tougher. There's too many things going on. Too many things. I kind of want the arc rifle right there. I don't mind it. We're gonna switch these 2 guys.
Switch those 2 guys just
Yep.
because? You have a plan? You have a plan, Giacomo?
Arc rifle's pretty strong, and I'm expecting this guy to get in my face. You're prime.
Okay.
Yep, that's gonna be my strategic gambit.
All of these things are tunnel stuff, and I'm not going to be near my tunnel. Not this turn. So I have 6 command points because I spent 1 for tunnel lurkers.
That is a lot.
It is a lot. Okay, so you go first, correct? I'm going to pass.
Yep, I'm going to pass as well. So then I will have the first activation. Yes. So let's go ahead and start with... Let's see. I have to get within 2 inches, but I won't be able to do too much just yet.
This is so exciting, everyone.
I know.
I am so excited.
The most exciting things. We're going to have our... Yeah, we're going to have our Underseer do some stuff right now.
Your Underseer is going to do some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate on stuff?
I sure can. So he's going to start by moving.
Okay. He's moving. How exciting.
I'm going to get him right over here.
Okay.
Yeah, just over here. No, that's too close. That's like a danger spot. This is a tough one. I actually don't want him to activate because he'll die. We're gonna activate our Techno Man.
Techno Man?
Yeah.
Of techno stuff.
Yes, sir. He's gonna get himself over here. That's our Techno Archaeologist.
Okay. Giacomo's deep in thought.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm gonna keep him, and he's gonna stay in conceal. He's not doing anything else just yet.
Conceal. Okay.
Okay.
What am I going to do here? I think I'm going to pass with the homie inside.
Your toxic sac hasn't gone off just yet.
The what?
Your toxic sac.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, so you still have a one long range shot.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Huh. What does this guy do?
Can
you swap more people around?
No, once I've done it, I've done it.
Okay.
This is essentially a radio man.
Oh, he gives out APL?
No, he is kind of like this guy, where
Okay.
he has all his abilities, and these guys,
Yeah.
they're the antennas. That let me do cool stuff.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm going to pass with Tremor Sense. Pass to you.
Okay.
And I'm passing for a reason. I want to see where his guys go before I do stuff.
I see what you're doing. I get it. I dig it.
Can you smell?
Oh,
What?
I love hitting models.
Can you smell what the Tyranids are cooking? Human flesh.
He's going to move, dash, get himself right here. Living his life in conceal, and I have one more action.
Giacomo's trying to bait me. He's throwing out bait.
We're going to dash this man. We're going to tell him to dash. Actually, now I can have this guy dash, because I'm within the marker, so I have 9 inches of reach.
Ooh.
I'm going to have...
Can everyone dash, or do you just choose one guy to
I
dash?
choose one guy.
Okay.
Yes, that's to do the Nospheric Spur for 1 AP.
Okay.
Yes. Within 6, sorry. Because that's only for the other ability. Which is fine. This is still 6 inches, and that's all I really wanted. I want to get him not in the open. So I'm going to have him dash just here. Now, I think that's still out of your range. Yes, I want to stay out of an inch,
Okay.
but within here. Okay. And that's what he did.
That's what that guy did?
Yep, that's what this man did. There's a lot of moving parts with this team.
So that was this guy, right? You have 2 dudes back there?
Mm-hmm. I got this guy, that guy, down over there.
I'm going to move 6, 7 with this model.
Mm-hmm.
You can tap the point.
Sounds good.
Ooh! Pass to you, Giacomo.
That sounds good to me.
This point has been secured by the ravenous. Yes. I feel like there's going to be a lot of violence at the end of the game, which is preferable to my guys. My guys prefer to have action at the end of the game.
So we're going to have our heavy bolter.
Ooh, he's coming out.
Yeah, we're going to have him live his life just here.
Out there?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Because what, that should be not 9, but you can still do all your spitting if you want.
Okay.
And then we're going to have him... Let's see, we don't want him to dash. Yeah, we do. We want to get him on the point. Yeah, we'll touch the point.
You're going to touch the point.
He's moving and dashing. You going to stay on a gate? Oh, conceal.
Okay. Cool. Cool beans. Beans are cool. Right. So now I either have to activate Mr. Spitter or the Tyranid Prime.
Mm-hmm. That's all you have left. But then you get a counteract.
I'd get many counteracts.
Too many counteracts, if I'm being honest.
If I so choose. You know? So this guy can cut a hole and come and try and fight me. What's his? Oh, and his little laser beam is quite powerful.
Breacher's over
right?
here now.
Breacher's over there now.
Yeah.
That's your medic?
Yep. Switched him up.
That's cool.
Yep.
So I think we're going to go here.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to shoot his, probably his piercing one.
That would make the most sense.
Piercing, 1, poison, and since it's the first time he's used it, he has his descended dorsal sac, so he has a lethal 5 to his weapon, and it goes infinite range. So I get 4 attacks, lethal 5, 5 attacks, lethal 5, because I also add 1 to my attack characteristic.
Very nice.
Okay, 1 attack, 5 attacks, does 4/5 damage, lethal 5, hitting on 3s, and it has poison.
It's a very good shot.
A little ridiculous.
You got 3 hits and 1's a crit.
1 is a crit, and then I could always spend.
Yes, you can.
Let's see what you got. What
All
you
right.
got, G?
So we're going to go ahead and take our saves. Does it have any piercing?
Yes, that's piercing 1.
Piercing 1. All right, so we're going to take 2 saves on 4-ups. Well, we missed both. So we're going to see if we reduce damage.
Okay.
So we're going to try to reduce on the critical.
Okay.
Nope. On the other one. Nope. And on the last one. I reduced none of them.
So he's a cooked model.
Yeah, you're going to do more than 11 damage. Yes.
4 and 4.
Unfortunately, he got shot out of existence.
And then I dash through the door, so the back of my base does get through, because it is a 2-inch dash.
That's
or
right.
3-inch dash, right?
Yes.
So measuring from this side of my base, it is less than 2 inches, the base. It's not a 50 mil base. So he'll get just inside the door.
Okay, so now it's my activation.
He's on a gauge, currently.
Let's see, and everything you have is big guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have a medic who's not going to do a whole lot, but that's okay. We're going to have this guy jump down. So he's going to move his 2 inches this way.
Sure.
And then he's going to drop the rest of his way, 3 + 1, and then continue his dash over here. He's going to get right there.
Right there?
Yep.
All right.
And he's on conceal.
Pass to me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's on me anyway.
Still on you.
That's okay. I have plenty of time. So we're going to go 2, 4. He's going to climb 3. So that's 4, 3, that's 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
That's his charge.
You're definitely not going to be within an inch. But you can hit me with your tail if you wanted to move and dash.
Perhaps the counteract moving that way was the bad decision.
It's okay.
Perhaps. Perhaps it was. Perhaps it wasn't, though. Because I could just get up there and I take a shot from that guy, right?
You could, yeah.
What is his damage?
Let's read the arc rifle. Heavy arc rifle is a 4/6, piercing 1 with stun.
4/6, piercing 1 with stun. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that.
No one does. Strong weapon.
This model might go in and tap the point, though.
Sure.
I'm going to stay within 1 of the wall here,
Okay.
and I will move in and tap the point.
Sounds good. So you now own 2 of those points.
Pass to you.
Okay. I can move 5 inches, get him right there. And because you're so large, let's see, you're within 2 is going to be a little harder, though.
Indeed.
Yeah, because the way they make Volcus. All right, let's see.
Next turn, if you get thing again, you know, that could be good. Could be good, Giacomo.
3. And then we can move him up here. So we're going to get him right there. And that should be outside of 3. Yes. We can get a little further. So that way we can just see your entirety if we want to shoot you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Counteract?
I might,
Okay.
because I could counteract throw a crack grenade.
You could? Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
not going to. Pass to you.
Okay. I'm going to activate the Melta.
Going to activate the melter.
Yes, so first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and transfer power over to this man here. I'm going to
Okay.
select his order.
With your network counteract,
That's
right?
correct. With my network counteract, he's now going to have an engage order, and he's going to take a 6-inch shot at your...
So it's not P2, right?
No, that's 2 inches. That's way too good. Maybe later. But right now we're going to do our regular shot, and this one is our short range weapon. It's 4 attacks, hitting on 3s with 4 or 5 damage. It's range 6 and lethal 5.
Okay.
So here we go. We're going to roll it in this tray. Move this out of the way.
Okay.
And then he'll proceed to move afterwards.
All right.
Not bad. I'm going to spend a command point.
Sure.
And I'm going to re-roll one more, just to try to get as many hits as possible. All right, I'm going to get a grand total of 3 hits and 1 crit.
3 hits and a crit. That is unfortunate.
That is a great shot.
That is good. It is great for you.
Yes, but there's no piercing though, so you get all your armor saves.
5 up.
Hey,
I got 2.
So you'll stop a crit and a regular, which means you're only going to take 8 damage.
But I could spend. I have 6 points.
You should.
I have 6
You have 6 points.
I do have 6. Why not? We're going to go home or go broke.
All right, 2.
2 dice. Not 1.
All right, you only take 4 damage.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
That was actually worth it.
That was absolutely worth it. Which means I've gotten you, what, your 21 wounds?
Yeah, and
cool.
when I activate, I'm going to heal D3.
There you go. Yes, this is going to be... It's going to be...
Now, is it whenever I activate? Hold on. How does
find
this
out.
one work? Whenever an operative is activated. So I can't do it. So I don't heal on counteracts. That would be crazy.
That would be pretty crazy. And he's going to continue his move.
And then you're going to do the same thing with this little melt of crazy man.
He's going to move... He's going to get over here. He can't shoot, though, because he has no more actions.
Can't you just transfer power to him, too?
Yeah, but he can't shoot at
No,
anybody.
but he only has 1 AP.
Exactly. So he can't do nothing. We're going to move...
Maybe.
We're going to move our gunman. He's only going to move 5 inches, though. I still have this guy to transfer power with because he's not going to do anything else. Did you want to counteract before I activate?
No, I'm going to use my last activation to throw a crack grenade at somebody.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
Just wanted to make sure.
You know. That's what's going to happen.
So he's going to move.
And then if I get first activation, you know.
And then he's going to dash just to get closer?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I moved the Meltaman. Good thing I didn't catch. Good thing he's over there. This guy is the one who's moving 5 inches. And then he's dashing 3 inches to get within 2 inches.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes. Okay. Would you like to counteract?
Yeah.
Before I do my final one.
I would like to counteract.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Am I within 3 inches of that guy? So I don't have to use my... Yeah, I am. I have a silent weapon.
Yep, you can use your attack.
Rending and silent. 3/4. I don't have to use my crack grenade.
Correct.
4 dice.
You're hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Well, would you look at that? And
All
I think it has rending.
Nice. So you got 2 crits.
So I got 2 crits hitting on 3s. So I hit 3 times.
Nice. I'm going to retain 1 for cover.
Yep.
And then I'm going to roll these 2. I'll stop 1. And then, let's see.
Stop the normal?
This one, I have a 4-up save, so I only stop the normal with this one.
Sure.
So let's reduce damage on a 5-up. Nope. How much damage do I take?
You are going to take... Now, I'm going to reveal implant, because I'm going to implant.
Ah, okay.
You're within 6. Do you take damage?
No. You choose to stop it instead.
Whenever an operative is shooting an enemy operative within 6 of this, implant the operative instead of... Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going to implant.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool.
He's going to network counteract.
Haha. Still can't shoot my guy.
He's going to take this guy within 2 inches.
Oh, okay.
And then he's going to shoot this man.
All right.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and
He has a lead. He has special stuff.
He does have special stuff. You have damage resistance against this guy. But this is the Phosphor Blaster. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s with severe.
Okay.
All right, I got 1. Let's see. I hit on 4s. And so these are going to miss. Let's see.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Do I want to spend the command point? Yeah, I think I do. All right. Oh, unfortunately, it wasn't it. All right, so it's just going to be 1 crit because of severe.
Okay, you're within 2. I don't get a cover save.
Ah, you more than made it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you more than made
The
it.
hive mind protects its loyal burrowing
There you go.
Tyranids. All right.
And that's the final activation because he's
I
staying
could have
concealed.
thrown a smoke grenade. What am I never play with smokes.
That's okay. Well, we'll end the turn right here, and then we're going to roll off for the next one.
We are.
Yes. So first, you're going to get your 2 points for the crit up, and then you're going to get 2 points for your tack up because my guy's still alive that you implanted.
Yes.
Yes.
Aha, I'm winning.
Yes. I did not get my thing. I got a 6, so I'm going to obviously take the first activation.
Okay.
All right, and let's see. I'm going to start with my strategic gambits. Let's see. What's the first one I'd like to do? We are going to use Neurospheric Possession. We're going to go to 0.
Tunnel within 5 of the other one. I'm going to put it...
Feel free to put it on top so it's easy to see. For yourself. Because, wow, right in the hole. The worst part. That is kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm doing it here. Specific... Oh, I got to move it back a tad. I want it to be under my model's base just a tad so that he's on it.
Gotcha.
Wholly within. That is correct. And I could go this way. Or I could be like... I could go like super aggro style with it.
You could.
Cool.
Doing anything else?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pass.
Okay, it's time for me to start spending. I'm going to use Synaptic Link.
Okay.
Thank you. Synaptic Link.
Oh, you're going to take some damage. 1 damage.
Darn it.
1 damage isn't that bad.
Darn it.
He goes to
That's unreal.
16.
Yeah, so I'm going to riot out of sight.
Okay.
This guy's going to disappear.
He burrows, right?
He burrows.
Nice.
Riot out of sight says select one friendly Ravener operative. That friendly operative can immediately perform a free burrow action. If it's within 2 inches of your tunnel, it can immediately perform a free fallback or reposition action before it does so.
Nice.
So I could have been like,
And disappear.
and riot out of sight.
That's all right.
Go ahead, G.
Don't forget to take your wounds.
I'm at 5.
All right, let's see. I'm going to pass.
Okay, I'm going to go down to 4. I'm going to do Tunnel Lurkers. If I'm touching the tunnel, I believe. Whenever this friendly operative is on your tunnel, it's in cover unless it's within 2 inches. Oh, yeah, within 2 inches of an active operative. And it's light cover.
Cool.
Okay, pass to you.
All right, I'm going to pass.
I'm going to do Whipcord Emergence. So whenever I get to come out of whenever I burrow, I get to re-roll one of my defense dice, and if I'm on it, I can re-roll any of my defense dice. Okay.
All right, not bad.
Pass to you.
I'm going to pass.
Okay, I'm going to use another one.
What a surprise.
Death from Below. If I come from out of burrow, right? A lot of Tyranids going to come on the board this round.
Yes.
If you couldn't tell.
I could tell.
All right. I get balanced. If I'm on the tunnel, I get ceaseless.
Cool. I'm going to pass.
Okay. All right.
Are you going to pass now as well?
Yeah, I literally can't do anything else.
Then we're starting. All right, I'm going to take the first activation. I'm going to do this guy now.
Okay.
Because it makes the most sense to try to do this now. We're going to do this to get within 2 inches.
Okay.
And then we're going to shoot this man because we're right here.
Yeah, you're going to flail horribly.
And let's see. We're within 9 inches of the seer because he has the comms tool right now. So I have accurate 1.
Do you have to have vision on that?
Whenever a friendly Battleclade servitor operative within 6 of this friendly, 3 because of the tool, more, so 3, so it'd be 9. Whether the autoproxy or the underseer, that friendly operative's weapons have accurate 1.
Okay.
Cool.
So you auto retain 1.
So I'm auto retaining 1.
So this one can't become a crit.
You're right. It can't become a crit.
Wow.
Wow. All right. So I'm going to get
the hive
1.
mind protects.
It will be piercing 1. Or sorry, piercing 2.
Piercing 2.
Because it is the big blast.
Fabulous.
And that wasn't a 5. And that was it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So 1 dice. You got a 5 up. Okay. How much damage?
That's going to be a slam in total of 10 damage.
10 damage?
Yes.
All right. This model does have a special ability.
He does.
He has reinforced carapace, normal damage, and crit damage of 4 or more. Inflicts 1 less damage on this operative, so he only takes 8.
Not bad.
So he goes from 20 to 12.
Nice.
He is now just a Phobos Marine.
And now
after taking a melter shot.
Your activation.
Well then, what am I going to do here? Yeah, I think I'm going to charge both of those models.
All right, let's do it.
Which one's implanted again?
The implanted model is
There, right?
yes, because you shot him back. Yes.
All right, now we're going to fight the Melta.
Let's do it. Combat Servitor has 3 attacks. I have 4. Hitting on 4s with 3/4 damage.
Okay. So I get 4 attacks with the... Who's this guy again? He is the Venom Spitter. I have Scything Talons, 5 attacks.
Nice. And they're chainswords. You essentially have a chainsword.
4 5, hitting on 3s.
Not bad. And I got a hit and a crit as well.
Oh, the bolter dice are going down today.
We'll see. All right, what do you want to do? This is a miss, by the way.
That's a miss?
Yes.
What is your damage?
I do 3/4.
3 4. So I could just parry and then kill him.
You could, yeah.
How much damage does it do?
I do 3 if you parry my crit.
And if I parry and then you parry and then I do 10 damage, is 10 enough to kill you?
Oh yeah, I have 8 wounds.
Okay, so I'll parry.
I'm gonna implant you.
Oh!
And then,
Then
I can
I'm
die.
going to implant you.
Oh, the twist! And then you're gonna.
And then I'm going to kill him.
All right, there we go. And then he dies.
Aha! So you get 1 on attack, I get 1 on attack.
Nice.
Nice. And then we're going to
Are you gonna
fight this guy.
the Underseer? Let's do it.
I get 2 fight attacks.
All right, and the Underseer has. He's got 3 attacks hitting on 5s. His data spike is not that great in melee.
3 attacks hitting on 5.
Yeah, he's not that great.
Okay.
All right.
That was a poor attack, but I do get balanced, I believe. But it might be only if I'm within range of the
Well, we'll
if I
find out
came
right
out
now.
or I burrowed.
Right.
And
In
I
this
don't-
turn, you were here.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
Nothing.
I got 1 crit.
You got 1 crit and that's it, huh?
Yep. What would you like to do?
I will strike. What is his damage?
Oh, 2/3.
2 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll strike him for 4. Oh, he has poison too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll strike him for 4. Oh, and he has shock. I didn't know that. Okay. Strike for 4.
Okay. Parry.
Parry. Cool.
Yeah. That's it. Nothing too special.
right.
I'm going to take 4 damage.
Okay.
I'll go down to 5.
And he's poisoned.
And I am
Let
poisoned.
me give him a poison counter.
Yes. He's poisoned. All right, let's see. Let's see. My activation. You still have a few dudes, which is cool. Which is really cool. We're going to...
Fight? Shoot?
We're going to shoot first,
Sure.
and then we're going to network counteract
Ooh.
with this guy right here.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Let's network counteract first. We're still within 9 inches of this guy.
I think you have to...
Let's double check it just to
I'm
make sure.
pretty
we can.
sure you have to finish your activation and
And then, yeah, you're right. So he's going to have to shoot first.
Okay.
So this is the Phosphoro Blast Man. He's not too crazy for. He has severe, so one's going to... Oh, sorry. He has accurate 1 because it's within 9 inches of this dude.
Uh-huh.
And let's roll it on 4s. I got a total of... And one of these is severe, so 1 crit and 2 hits.
Uh-oh. This is...
3/4 damage.
Oh, 3 4?
Yeah, and no piercing. Save your full armor saves.
I only got 1.
All right, so only it's going to be... You stop the crit, and you'll take 6 damage.
6
But
damage,
you reduce
minus
those.
2
Yep.
to 4, so I'll
bad.
go down to 8.
And then this guy's going to do his network counteract. He has accurate 1, so 1 will retain.
Okay.
And then we're going to fire the other shots.
All right.
And let's get his shots out. He hits on 3s, which is a lot nicer, with lethal 5 and piercing. I got another... Oh, the 2s!
The mortal wounds, though.
Well, no mortal wounds, but
No?
but piercing 2.
Piercing, too?
Yes, so 1 hit and 1 piercing.
Does he also still get the accurate?
Yes, so that was 1 retained, because I'm within 9 inches of this guy.
Okay, so all models get accurate 1 within 9 of the homie.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes. Because
So
I'm
one-
using the possession.
1 save? Do I have to make the save to live?
This is only going to be... Let's do the damage in my head. This is 9 damage, so you're going to only take 7 damage?
No, so I live no matter what? That's insane.
I'm just trying to injure you.
That's insane.
You do make 1.
I make 1.
And so you just take... what would be 5 damage, it just goes to 4.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad. I'll
And
take
then
it.
Then when I activate, I heal.
Yeah.
What does this guy do on damage-wise?
Our damage is okay. It's just 3/4.
That guy does 3/4.
Yeah. His is 4/6
Yeah, I don't think I'm
with
gonna
lethal 5.
don't think I'm gonna fight him.
No, I don't think you want to.
All right, it's my turn to activate.
It is your turn.
I do think I have to charge
Okay.
because otherwise you're gonna start trying to shoot my guys. He's already network counteracted, so,
So
he
he
can't do
cannot
it again.
do anything else.
Yeah, so he can't fall back or anything.
Correct.
So I am gonna flip to engage. We're gonna charge here.
Multi-charge or single?
Bolty charge.
There we go. We're in both.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
We have a mutagenic flesh. I heal D3.
All right,
so I'm
let's
at
hit.
4.
You'll
I'm
heal
at-
3.
I heal 3.
Not
so
bad.
now
You're
I'm
at
at
7.
7.
All right, and now we get to do the cool roll-off.
We do.
So let's roll it off. I got a 1 and a 1.
So how many wounds does your model have?
I have 8.
You have 8. So there is something special.
We do the
If
difference.
you have
I think.
less than 9, whenever you would strike, you and your opponent roll off. Add 1 to your result if the operative with this weapon is being used against okay, so I add 1.
Yep.
So 2. If you win, you inflict additional damage on that operative equal to the difference. So,
So
1.
I take 1 damage. I'm at 7.
Take 1 damage.
All right.
And we'll fight.
All right, let's do it. I have combat support, so I'm hitting on 3s.
Okay. I already hit on 3s. 5 attacks.
Wow.
Well, that was good.
I got 2 hits.
Yeah, I got 2 crits.
2 crits and a hit. All right, what would you like
And
to
I
do?
have crush. Okay. So I'll strike you for 5.
Okay. Let's see, and you'll kill me in the next turn. So I will...
Strike me.
Yeah, I think I have to, unfortunately,
Okay.
because there's no reason to
And
parry.
I take 1 less damage.
Yep. So you're going to take from 3 goes to 2. Yep, that's what it is.
And then he'll die.
Yep, and then he'll die.
That's a little ridiculous. Okay. These guys might be a little better than I gave them credit for.
Of course, they're elites. Here's what we're going to do. He's going to fall back for 2,
Okay.
and he's going to get himself over here. Right? And then I'm going to spend 1 AP, so my last one, because I have 3 AP all total.
Sure.
I'm going to select 1 friendly Battleclade within 6,
Sure.
or him or the auto proxy, and I'm going to use my
Thing to
network
let him...
counteract. You
Yeah.
don't have to transfer power, though. So I'm going to have this guy switch to engage,
Yep.
and he's going to shoot at this guy.
Venom Boy home
Because Venom
slice.
Boy's right there, and he's a really strong dude. All right, so we have 5 attacks with the arc rifle, hitting on 4s, within 4/6, and he also has accurate 1.
Okay.
And he gets accurate 1 again because we're shooting from the top.
Accurate 2.
I have accurate 2, so I'll have 2 retains, and then now these are hitting on 4s. Here we go, and this will have piercing 1 and stun.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a total of 3 hits.
Sure.
There was no lethals, and it just has piercing 1,
Piercing 1.
And
5
stun.
up saves.
but no stun happened.
Nothing.
All right, so you're going to take a grand total of 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay, well, I still have 8 life.
That's true,
Right? I have 8 life?
because you should have 20.
Yes. Cool. That's ridiculous. Are they kind of hard to kill? Is it
Yeah,
faster to me?
yeah, that's it. they're quite hard to kill.
Yeah, they're a little hard to kill, huh, G?
Yep.
All right. Well,
4 inches, so I'm going to do a little more there.
I might have the Prime come out and charge that guy.
That makes sense.
If he comes up and he charges, because it's a 3-inch climb, right? I could pop up right here. 3-inch climb, 2-inch to move.
Yep. And you're in with engagement range.
Let's look at my head. I might be able to move my head so that I can see homie down there.
Ah, yes, we can do a plan afterwards.
Yeah, I might throw a crack grenade
Oh, yeah, you should.
at Home Slice McGee.
You should, absolutely.
So we're going to pop out. We're going to charge this guy. I only have a 5-inch move, but it's plenty enough to get there. So he gets 5 attacks. This is the leader. Leader McLeader. He also gets his balanced because he came out of the hole.
Yes, and do you heal as well?
He does heal for
Yes.
D3 because I activated him. Heals for 3.
All right, so you're at...
I think he's at 20. He's at 16?
16. So you're at 19. Not bad.
19.
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right.
5 attacks.
Starts with you. Nice. So you got 3 total hits.
Yeah, I got 3 total hits.
All right.
And he has rending.
And I got 1 hit.
Ooh.
All right, what would you like to do?
How much health does he have?
This guy has 8.
Oh, I think he's dead no matter what then.
That's true. And I don't have a command point to stop it.
4.
So we're going to go ahead and deal... We'll deal 4.
Okay, so you do 4. So he's down to 15. And then he'll die.
Yep.
And then he's going to turn around and throw a crack grenade at that homie down there.
Let's do it.
Crack grenades hit on
Fours. That's correct.
Hitting on 4s.
3 hits.
Decent roll.
Not bad. All right, and I have a armor save of 3 up.
P1.
Ooh, not enough. Let's see. And you brought him down pretty low.
Didn't you say the bolter dice haven't lost in a while?
They haven't.
Quite some time.
What was the total you did?
Oh, I had 3.
3 total. Okay, and I
Crack
stopped.
grenade.
I would have stopped just 1, which means he is going to die.
Not him. I couldn't reach him with a crack grenade. It was this model here. It was the medic.
Okay, so yeah, he's still going to die.
Okay, yeah, because that is out of range.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
pass to you, G.
All right, it's me. Let's see. So we got a couple options here. These guys only have 3-inch range. So we're going to activate this guy because we should activate our techno-archaeologist. He's got to do some stuff now. Because he has a devastating 3 and a lethal 5 weapon. We got to move him and start shooting this man who has 8 health. Is that what we want to do? Yes, because he's already network counteracted. And this guy can't give network counteract. And he has 3 PL. So we're going to move 1.
Oh, this guy was poisoned. Did we roll for poison damage?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me roll for poison damage. He got 1.
Okay.
Goes to 4.
All right.
All right. So we're activating this man. He's just going to shoot you.
Okay.
Well, I think I have to move because this is a piece of heavy. So we're going to move. We're going to dash 3. We're going to move. Climb 2. 2. And then drop for 2. So we're going to get to right here.
Okay.
We're going to shoot this man. Let's see. Your hole's right there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so your 5-inch charge would be your 7-inch charge would be right here. So not within 7. That's all I just want to make sure I don't get
Crack
burrowed.
grenade. I still have another crack
You
grenade.
still have another crack grenade, though.
I can pop out and throw a crack grenade.
Yes, you're totally right. So I should get
So you know. Not trying to be a ding-dong.
No, you're absolutely right. I should get to right here because that's 2 and then 4.
Crack grenade, if I jumped up to here, yeah, there you go.
There you go. And that should still be within
still within 8?
8. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to shoot him.
Okay.
Because he's a terror in my front lines.
He is.
Okay, so we're going to hit on 3s. 4, 2, range 8, devastating 3, and lethal 5.
Okay.
Yes. This is always a fun one to look at. Range 8, 1 inch.
I think it's a blast one. I think.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a blast one or if I'm able to shoot it in melee. I think this might have just been a misprint.
I don't know.
So we'll find that out in the future. So here we go. Hitting on 3s. So let's get those out of the way. And all right, not bad. And it's lethal 5.
Lethal 5.
Correct? That
One
is
crit?
correct. So we got 1 crit. So you're going to take 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And the damage is 4, 4, and 2.
4, 4, and 2.
Yep. No, I don't know if that's supposed to... Yeah, no piercing or anything to my knowledge, so you just roll your dice.
What is the... Oh, no piercing?
Yeah.
I got 1 crit save.
You got the crit, so you...
Well, I don't want
Yeah, you don't want to...
I'll block a normal.
There you
crit.
go. So you're going to take 6 more damage. So you took a total of 9 damage.
Okay, and is he dead? He is
at
dead.
8. He's been popped.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
then-
but I could spend.
Do you want to do a cool thing?
Do I want to spend? Do I want... no, hold on. That's
Okay.
fine. I've killed it. He's done a good job.
I'm then going to... I'm not within 8 to do my Omni scanner, unfortunately. So I'm going to move 3 inches this way.
3 inches that way.
Yes.
All right. I know that this model can't fit under this building.
That's right, because of his big claws.
So this model is probably going to pop out right here. He's the tremor dude.
Okay.
And then, but he's underneath.
Okay,
Right? He's
to make it
underneath.
easy.
And then he can move 4, and then he can dash. So he's going to move 4, and then he's going to dash. He's going to get right behind this thing.
That makes sense.
And so he came out for 1 AP. And he's going to move and dash.
Cool. Anything you can conceal?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He will stay concealed. Just didn't mean to take that away. Your turn, Giacomo.
Did you want to place him right there? Because I have full visual on your base.
Who does?
This guy.
Let me just check to see how far.
I
he
still
can-
believe I
so
have
4.
full... Yeah, still have full visual.
Do you?
Yeah.
But I'm obscured, aren't I?
Nah. I got your whole body. So I may want to...
How,
Yeah, there you go.
how is this?
Now you're obscured.
I'm obscured?
Now you're obscured.
Yeah, we'll take an obscure check.
That makes sense. All right, let's see. Before I do that,
If
though,
I'm on-
he has an ability where I can turn your obscuring off.
How about that?
Now you're in cover, and you're good to go.
Okay.
Yes, now you're in cover and good to go. All right, so let's see. And you're 3 APL to my 2 APL. And I don't have any command points, so I can't use my ability to try to increase myself.
How many models have I killed? What is our kill? What is the kill op?
Right now, you have 2 on the kill up, because
2?
you've killed 5.
Okay.
Yes, and I have 1. Let's see. You're at how much left on this guy?
He has, I think, 14
That
or
sounds- yeah.
13. 15. He has 15.
15, that sounds right, yes. I'd have to really move far to get him to do something. Okay. You still have 2 guys, okay. Well, I don't have as many guys left, so we're going to...
These guys are ridiculously tanky.
They are. We are going to shoot this guy over
Sure.
here.
I auto-retain 2 dice.
That's correct. We will have accurate 1.
Okay.
So we're going to gain 1. You're not
I
on the ground.
auto-retain 2 for the people listening or watching this because I have Whipcord Emergence. If that friendly operative has performed the burrow action during that turning point, you can re-roll any of your defense dice. Okay, I get a re-roll.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, I get a re-roll.
So here we go. We're going to take the shots. We're hitting on 4s. Not bad. And that's, I believe, it is piercing 1 and stun.
Piercing 1 and stun. Oh, nice.
Not bad.
So I get the crit. So he's stunned, right?
So this would be,
minus 1
so
AP.
I have 1 regular hit and 2 crits, yes.
1 regular hit and 2 crits. So I got that. And I get to re-roll a dice.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm going to take double.
So we're going to have a total of 12, 14 damage.
Wow. Live on 1.
Not bad. And then I'm going to move him over here with
Over
a
there.
second action. And now he's done.
Now he's done, huh?
Yes. I have 1 guy left.
I have 1 guy left.
Amazing.
I think I have to reinforce this point over here. Or I have to reinforce the center.
Well, so far I've not done the mission. You've definitely kept me back. That is one thing they can do real well.
That's what it seems like.
Is holding that spot.
That's what it seems like. So I could move up and I could charge and fight this guy. No, I can't fight him.
Oh, just
I
a
don't
little
think
out.
so.
Just
He's
a little out. Yep.
I could move over here and throw a crack grenade, though.
You could?
I think we're going to do that.
Let's do it.
So I think this fell stalker, homie, is going to move over here. He's going to throw a crack grenade.
Let's do it.
Bada bing, bada boom. Roll a dice.
I can see this man. Let's see. He has a 3-up armor save.
Wait, do I want... He hasn't been implanted. I don't care.
That's 1 hit.
Just 1 hit.
All right.
1 crit, I should
Oh, sorry.
say.
I have to re-roll this.
Okay.
Piercing 1.
Piercing 1.
Yes. I'm going to take the damage.
Okay.
That was my punishment for it. I'm going to take, what, 4? That is death. He dies.
Pass to you, G.
I have 1 activation left. And let's see. I can move 5 inches here. There's no reason to try to do damage to you. Hold on, I need to keep this, though. That's my communication token. That stays there. I can't tap the point because you have 3 APL. We're going to move him here because I want to use my eye ability, which just gives me saturate when he is visible to dudes.
Sure.
So I'm going to do that so I can be visible to more guys.
All right.
All right, and that's the last activation.
And I have smoke grenades.
Yes, you do. It all just comes down to who goes first in this next turn.
It does.
Too.
All right. We'll put it on pause.
Here we go.
See who goes first.
Let's roll it off.
I got a
Oh, I
6.
can't lose. I can't beat that.
Oh ho!
All right, you going to choose to go first, correct?
Yes.
I'll take 2 command points.
All right.
All right.
How cool is that?
It's very cool.
Okay, so I will go up to 3. I am not going to use... Okay, so I get a tunnel. I will use the tunnel since I go first.
Yep.
Within 5.
All right, so you're putting your marker there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my gambit. And I'm going to use my ability to get closer to objective markers.
Okay.
I'm going to get over here. And I'm
Nice.
going to be on the objective marker.
Okay.
As my gambit.
I'm going to...
Past you.
Yes. I'm going to do right out of sight with the leader. He's within 6, so I believe I get to redo... I can Select one friendly Ravener operative. That friendly operative can immediately perform a free burrow action if it's within 2 inches of your tunnel. It can immediately perform a free fallback or reposition action before it does so. So he's going to fall back down here, reposition. He's going to leave the battle with his 1 health.
Okay, cool.
How many operative? I have to pay attention to when you and
Yes, because he has to pop up or else he dies.
It's not necessarily that he has to pop up before he dies, but he does have to pop up before the end of the game.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to use prioritize acquisition.
Prioritize acquisition.
Yes, so select one objective marker or one of my mission markers. I'm going to select this one. Whenever determining control of that marker, treat the total APL stat of friendly Battleclade operatives that contested as 1 higher if at least 1 friendly Battleclade operative contests that marker. It's not a change to my APL, and whenever a friendly Battleclade operative is within 3 inches of that marker, I add 1 to the attack stat of its melee weapons.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like that.
All right, going down to 1.
Sure. I will use... I don't think I want to do any of those. Subterranean. When this operative deploy, burrowing strike, subterranean horror. Could jump up on 4 health. How much health does this guy have?
He has 9.
How much health does this guy have?
He has 8.
He has 8.
Yes. You only implanted him. And he has very good melee, though. He has
What's
4/6 with lethal 5.
4/6 lethal 5?
Which now he'll also have 1 more attack dice. To a max of 4, which I believe he already has. So he's not going to get any more max dice.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I am going to use the one that if I come out, I get balanced.
Okay.
Pass to you.
All right. I'm going to, let's see, I already did that gambit. I'm going to keep my command points. I'm going to keep my last command point. I'm going to pass. Yes.
All right.
Starts with you.
Yeah, so I have 1 health left. If I pop out and I activate, I could heal up to 4. How much damage does he do in melee?
He does 3/4 with severe and shock.
It's possible.
Yes.
If you're telling me it's possible.
Yes.
What's his? But how much damage does that guy do?
4/6 with severe.
4/6.
Sorry, with lethal 5.
I have 5 health.
Yes.
And how much damage does he do?
He does 4/5. 4/6. He can do 4/6.
We're gonna fight.
Okay, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
So I
do
have
it.
mutagenic flesh, so I heal 2.
Nice.
So I'm back up to 7.
Nice.
Okay. And then we crush. So we both roll off.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 6.
Ooh. You're going to beat it because you're going to get
So I
2
get
more.
+2. So
Yep.
I do 2 damage to him
He's
automatically.
at 6.
Now I do 5 attacks. Rekkas. Okay, not Rekkas. Scything Talons. 4 or 5 damage. Ooh, not the best roll.
Ooh, not the best roll at all. All right, well, I'll do mine.
Sure.
Okay. I got 3
very good
crits and a 3 crits and a hit.
Uh-oh. I think I have to spend here.
You may have to spend.
3 crits, so you're going to do 6, and I'm going to drop there. Or
You'll
you
go
could
to- you'll get to
parry-
5,
You'd
right?
probably parry me out, and then I'd die. So I'm going to spend a dice.
Okay.
Got a hit.
All right. What would you like to do?
So I'm going to hit you for... What is this? I hit you for 5. Do damage.
That's really all I can do.
Okay, you do damage. I'm going to do acid blood. Do I kill you?
Do you
on
have acid
5
blood on
left?
that guy?
I do. I have
Oh, it's
acid
on
blood
everybody.
all my guys.
Ah, very nice. All right. Oh, I'm going to die regardless.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to wait. I want to see if we get acid blood.
Yes, yes.
Do I kill you like an alien? I don't.
You don't. And then you'll kill me normally.
Yeah. Okay. And now he's injured. Oh, I did. Okay, but I still hit on 4s because I was injured. Okay. So I'm going to roll for the thing. I need... How much damage does this do? Where is it? This does... He's not the Venom Spitter. He's the Crusher.
And did you reduce 1 damage, by the way, right? Because I only can do 1 less damage because
Yeah.
you're the crusher.
Yeah, because you did 6. So
Yes.
I'm down to 2.
Okay.
This guy's ridiculously tanky.
He's very tanky.
I
They're
actually-
very tanky.
I actually love him. He's my favorite. now.
Unfortunately, my melt, I misplayed him a little bit.
That was unfortunate.
That was unfortunate, yes.
I am going to attack you with my piercing ranged tail. Piercing
Okay.
1. So 4 attacks. I hit on 4s. And I miss everything.
Okay. Let's see. So you're going to have 4 guys. So we're going to start shooting some dudes. We're going to open fire on this guy.
Okay. I have one more APL.
And at the time before he was tripping.
I have one more APL.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, what would you like to do? It's up to you.
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. He fell, but he could see him.
Okay.
So we're gonna remove. We're gonna give him the saturate rule against this gun.
Sure.
Which is
So no cover?
No cover.
Okay.
And we're gonna use. Don't want to charge in. I should have prioritized this one. It's okay. You live and learn with this team. Because he only has melee weapons, so he doesn't really do a whole lot. What I do want to do, though, is I guess I may as well move here. No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, this guy's just going to activate. It's not... If I charge you, then I'll die in melee. Like, it's not a great answer. It's not a great answer. And I can't shoot him yet, because he's behind that cover. And, oh, you know what? I can remove obscuring, but obscuring won't matter, because then you'll get to activate.
I'm still on cover.
Yes, you are. You're still on cover. Yes, because I only have the saturate rule, which doesn't do anything. And this is heavy, so I can't use seek light against it either. Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Okay. We may as well just shoot this guy.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right, so we're going to shoot this man.
Okay, no cover saves. I just get a 5-up save.
I'll have accurate 1 because we're top to bottom. So I'll retain 1 and then hidden on force. All right, I got 1 crit.
1 crit.
1 crit, 1 hit.
5 ups. I can block the crit.
You can block the crit. And you'll just take 4 damage.
4?
With piercing 1 and stun. Oh, I'm sorry, that's piercing 1.
Piercing, okay. Yes. I'll reroll. You rerolled earlier.
1 crit, 1 hit.
Okay. I got 1 save.
All right, so he stops regular, and the crit is just 6 with stun.
Okay, so he only has 2 APL now.
2 APL now.
Sure.
Yes, and then he's going to move this way.
So I have 14 health at this moment. Whoops, my bad.
No worries.
It's my middle finger. Sometimes it gets a little excited.
We hit stuff. It's part of the game.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right, what would you like to do next?
So I have 2 APL with that guy.
Yes.
Well, I need to have an implanted guy. So I'm going to tap this point.
Yep.
I'm going to charge.
Yep.
We're going to fight.
Let's do it. I have 3 attacks. I have 4 attacks. Just kidding. I'm hitting on force with lethal 5.
Okay.
And shock. Well, you got a pretty good amount of hits.
I got 5 hits and 1... Does he have anything special? Oh, wow.
That's all crits.
Is it really?
Lethal 5.
Oh, shoot.
Well, you still got a lot of hits on me, so I'll go down before that happens.
Okay.
I have shock, and I have shock. I've shocked twice because
You
of
have
this.
shock.
I've shocked twice because of this.
I think I have to kill him then.
You have to.
That is unfortunate. Okay. Oops.
I only have 8 health, so I'll go down.
Yeah, I'm going to do 5.
I'm going to implant.
Nice. Then I'm going to implant.
Then I'm going to hit you with a crit, and I'll get rid of one of your regulars because of shock.
Okay, and then I'll kill him.
That makes sense. Wow, incredible.
Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal things happening over here at Squad Games.
I need to add the crit attack up. So I'm going to be at 2 right now because the survivor didn't survive last time. All right. Heal activate now?
Okay.
Because we may as well. So we're going to go ahead and...
My crit op is so far at 4.
We're going to shoot him.
How dare you?
Well, how much health does he have left?
2.
Ah, man, it makes more sense to just charge.
How dare
No, it's better to shoot him. I have better shooting. All right. Lethal 5s. That's about it. He's dead. You can take 3 mortal wounds.
He takes 3 mortal wounds?
Yep.
All right. Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
I'm going to tap the
He
point.
finally died.
Yep. I'm going to tap the point because I may as well.
Giacomo taps the point.
I take it. And let's see.
So I have 5 models. How many kill ops am I giving you once I charge my leader into your leader? I have 1 more.
We will see. Well,
I have 2
for
activations.
everyone that dies, I get 1.
Okay. That makes sense.
And then I'm going to just move myself over here.
All right. My leader's going to pop out the tunnel.
Uh-huh.
Then I can move 5.
Yep. And then you can hit me with a thing.
I'm going to stab you with my tail.
That makes sense. I have one command point.
Heal. I go from 1 health. Okay, so now he's at 3 health.
Nice.
Incredible. He's at 3. He is still injured. Didn't change that much. And I have... What is... He has rending. I know that. So I'm hitting on 4s. Rending. It's basically a bolter. And I hit twice.
Okay. 3 up armor save. Stop 1.
Okay, I will implant.
Makes sense. Unfortunately.
Then you counteract?
Yep. Now the question is, do I want to counteract with him and get accurate 1?
Or do you want to counteract with the other homie?
He's honestly the better one. He hits on 3s and I have devastating.
You're not wrong.
Because if I get 1 devastating, you die. Yeah, that is because he hasn't activated yet, right?
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't have to activate him yet. He can counteract. No, because that's my only counteract. Yeah,
3 health, 14 health.
that's right. That's my last counteract. Yep, it's literally that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna shoot with this guy. Wow!
High five! Nice roll.
That was a fun roll.
Okay.
Okay, that guy. It told me today he had to die.
Your leader was like, "Yo, you don't get to live
You
anymore.
don't get to live.
Expunge the xenos."
That was 12 mortal
flesh is
wounds.
weak. All right.
All right, there we go. You have your last activation with 2 APL.
I do. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade
Okay.
on himself, and then he's gonna do nothing else.
Yeah, don't go burrowing down. You'll die. Yeah, that's going to be the end of the turning point.
That will be.
My implant guy survives this time.
He does.
Yes.
And my implant guy also survived.
And I get 1 point on the crit up.
What is? I get 2 on crit up.
You have hit max.
Kill up is what did I score on?
You
kill
got
up?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got 4.
Yes, where I got 3.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's reveal our primaries at the end of the game.
Absolutely.
Mine was kill up.
Mine was stack up.
Okay. So I score another. Is it 2 points?
You'll get the bonus point, and then you'll get 3 more points. And I'm going to get 2 points. I'm going to go
5.
I'm going to go to 7.
And 2. Well, that was one hell of a game.
Yeah. Owning those points in the beginning.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I
pretty
thought
good.
I was gonna be a lot squishier than they actually were.
The 20 is a good amount.
That was crazy. Yeah. This guy not dying to like 2 meltagun shots, a phosphorus blaster, melee combat.
He's
didn't he
tanky.
get shot from this guy too?
Not this guy. He shot somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still
incredibly. This guy killed the Venom Man. Yes.
incredible.
Incredible game, sir. That's a really fun one. I love this team. I like this team too, but there's a lot more parts.
You have to. I feel like you have to play both of these teams a lot because I don't know if it's better to be like last turning point I'm going there, first turning point I'm going here, or is it match dependent? And also with this team, you know, I feel like it's map dependent. You know, because like if we're playing hamburger style, right? You know, I feel like you have a lot more distance that they can go rather because it's only a 3-inch instead of a 6-inch, right?
Yeah, this was much longer. You had
I
to
can
get
get
to.
way more in depth closer to you, right? And also, if you're playing a Games Workshop map, right, where the middle objective is not in the middle, right? Like, how does that change things, you know? And into the dark, you get to ignore walls and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team is stronger than I thought I'd give them credit for.
You know, I had my reservations on 5-man, but you know, 5-man is not bad.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Not bad.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, like even doing loot, you could just kind of own like just 2, right?
Even into like Sanctifiers, right? I could just hide all my models.
You could. The only thing you have to worry about is their zealot. Not their zealot. The orator, the leader, who can just turn your melee off. That'd be the only guy you got to worry about.
But then you have cracks.
That's true. Yeah, taking cracks is a good move.
I mean,
I like it.
I don't know how they throw crack grenades with. Maybe it's some kind of like spore sack that they spit out.
That's what I would use. Yeah, it's got to be a spore sack, right?
It has to be.
Whether it's a blast spore sack or a direct spore sack.
So, Giacomo, what did you think about your team specifically?
It really comes down to practice, like where they're going to go. I was being a little ambitious putting this over here because I like the comms device. Actually, it's really nice. Perhaps next time I'll just keep it literally close and just have a guy sit here and have a 9-inch bubble.
Yeah.
That might be easier. Depending on the team, right? Because you're very aggressive, which is why I took implant, because I figured I can't really beat you in melee, but I might be able to do some implant and then kill you the next turn. So score me some points.
You might be able to like charge into close combat, hide there at the end of one of my activations, but then I just fight you on my counteract.
Right, and you hit so much harder as a tank.
Yeah.
Like the same thing would go for Marines.
Don't you
right?
have some sort of strategic ploy that lets your guys hit harder in melee?
That was this one right here, where I'm adding 1 to my attack stat.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Which is not terrible.
It's not terrible. It mostly helps out the regular combat servitors who have 3 attacks.
Gotcha.
That's a big one. And also, of course, your APL is a little higher, which is nice. Yes. This team, I should have played him a little less aggressive.
Yeah.
I was trying to see how far I could push him.
Yeah, but I mean, like you didn't. I played aggressive, and I still didn't let you score any crit ups until the end. So if you played less, you wouldn't have gotten any crit ups. You wouldn't have got a single crit up point.
Yeah, because you could just hide behind so much stuff. And burrowing's really nice because then I got no shots.
Yeah.
Because if you the strategy you did where you just had like 2 and then a third guy, perfect. Because there's no one to accidentally get shot, and it's a good move.
Well, the crazy thing is with them is like you could have a guy like every time my leader was like in danger, I just would sink him into the ground at the beginning. If I lost initiative, I could just sink him. And the only reason why I had to do it in the last round is because he only had 1 health. You know, otherwise I could have sunk a different guy in, had another guy pop up right here and charged around 5 inches or moved up and you know, tail attack or something like that, you know?
That was one thing I was like thinking about. Like his melee isn't going to be as good, right? But I also kind of want to get close with some of my weapons, like the Melta, the flamethrower, this guy's pistol.
So we've played every team so far now in this
Current
edition,
season,
this
right?
current season, right?
Yes.
Because we've done these battle reports for everything, and we've generally got better at, you know, some of the core concepts and rules and stuff. So sure, we might mess up a thing here or there, you know, because they're a brand new team. Like this is the first time we're playing them. You get to see us play them for the first time, you know.
It's exciting.
Yeah, but Giacomo, what's been your favorite team to pilot, and where does this team rank for you?
So let's see. Let's go by boxes, right? We have Aquilons and we have Vespids. We have Ratlings and Orcs. We have Sanctifiers and Goremongers, and then we have Raveners and Battleclade. So if I put it on the top of like simplest ones, Goremongers is the easiest one.
Goremongers is the easiest?
Easiest. It's just so straightforward. I can play the aggression I was kind of doing and be okay because Gore tanks just heal you and double hitting and extra APL. It's like when you need it, it's there, right? Because this team doesn't necessarily have a transfer of APL. It's weirder, right? It's the network that does it. So I have to learn how to do that, right? Because I'm so used to he gets an APL where these are like you kind of get an APL at the cost of this APL.
Yeah.
And then that's a little weirder. I put these guys in terms of difficulty probably within the last 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the bottom 3 of difficulty.
Yeah.
Like a little harder to figure out. I'm not quite sure where yet. Because I think the more you play them, the more you start understanding like, okay, he's going to have to partner with this guy and that's their bubble and this is their bubble. And then, okay, this is how I counteract.
Like a vet guard type, like they are very formulaic in the pieces that you want to move at the same time and the places that you want to be. And that might change depending on the matchup.
Right.
So the team seems like it's functionally one of the hardest teams to be really good with. It seems like it's real, for me, I think that team could be the strongest team in all of Kill Team right now.
I think they're definitely, they give Sanctifiers a run for their money. Obviously, Sanctifiers have tools to really deal with everything, and they're really resilient. Where my damage resistant is only on a roll of a 5+, which, well, I think that's Sanctifiers as well, right? Oh, does that just happen?
They think they just get one because.
Oh, and they have the yeah, that's right, that's right. So there is some things, right, and I think it's just a matter of just learning more of them because there was some that I never got to try out.
Yeah.
But that's also because I was re-rolling a bunch.
Yeah, you did give me 7 command points
Yeah,
at one point.
that was pretty wild. I was like, I just need to be aggressive. Not realizing how tanky you surprisingly are. Even with a 5-up save.
I'm also very surprised. You
Yeah.
did roll really badly.
It
You
was
rolled like crap. I know that we don't blame dice here at Squad Games, right? We don't, right? Especially when you roll 3 nat 1s and 3 nat 1s and when
one
you're
at a time.
playing a striking scorpion ice arch. This is besides the point. You rolled really bad on a couple of your rolls.
A few, but you know what? I did the shot that I thought was right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And
I rolled pretty hot on some of my saves.
there were some good saves, and you can't go wrong with good saves. You know.
But sometimes it's going to happen.
It's just gonna happen. It's part of the game, right? Like it's just a dice game.
Yeah.
I like the team overall. They're definitely harder. They're not my favorite team of this season. I think
This
so
is
far
one
it's
of my favorite
Goremongers.
painted teams that you've done.
It's
I
a lot of
really
fun.
like this scheme.
Yeah, black, red, and a little bit of white on the leaders.
Again,
Metallica.
if you want to check out Giacomo's paint job on these, we have a nice little rotating spinning video that you'll be able to check out. We actually haven't filmed that yet, but we will be. For me, this is my favorite team I've played so far.
They had a very good mechanic.
Sanctifiers are also a lot of fun, but they're too broken for me to want to enjoy them. Right? Their mechanic is just, I feel, this toxic, right? This team has been, not only is it fun to put together,
They're
fun
really
to paint.
fun.
It's only 5 models, right? And they're large. But, they were fun and they were really tanky.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be some matches where you just misposition, you go too far forward, and they just get nuked, right? It's
Yeah.
going to happen. But then, if you're at an event, then you get to just turn around and go eat food, for...
Right, and 5
45
models is easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 models is great.
Surprisingly, my time did go down longer than I thought it would. But, this team did require quite a lot of thinking.
That's what I thought.
But I do think the tunneling is weird.
Yeah, but I think you played it right on this map. Just literally hide in here.
Yeah.
This is the best spot for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's not bad. It's definitely a very interesting mechanic that I think is going to take a lot of time, and I think this team will specifically just be bad on certain maps. I think it's possible that the team is just really bad on certain ones. Possibly they're just really good on other ones. Because like every single ploy, the thing that I dislike about this team is every single ploy has to deal with their
They're burrowing, right?
they're burrowing, right? And for me, what if my models aren't burrowed all the time? Like I was like, oh, I'm going to come out and do some crazy stuff, turning point 3. Oh, well, nothing really. I killed a lot of stuff, but
right.
I didn't.
You didn't do the burrow moves.
There wasn't like.
There is that. That's true.
There wasn't anything crazy. I wish that they had a little bit more versatility in their strategy ploys. I also didn't get to use my Fireflight ploys at all.
Me neither. I didn't need to use a single one.
Like burrowing strike. It's like, oh, walk over my tunnel and I get to strike you. Okay, cool. Subterranean horror, I get to do weird fight things, or slithering evasion. If I'm in charge range of this guy, I could fall back and fight a different guy. And then the one that I wanted to use was Death Frenzy. If you kill me in close combat, I can explode and do D3 damage. I wanted to do it.
But it never happened. No, I'm gonna shoot you every time. It's just better. One thing. I think depending on the map, right? Because we did it this big hamburger style, right? So you're right. If you had it the hot dog style, then let's say you're defending this side, you can just make your trail kind of go over here,
yeah.
where you know your opponent's going to be, and then kind of set it up as a blockade, and then just have dudes moving around instead of being burrowed.
Yeah.
But then that gets rid of all your burrow abilities, so it is a little difficult to figure out which one you want to do.
Something disgusting that I thought about doing, but I wanted your leader to live to give him an implant.
Yeah.
So this Rekka guy, when he only had 3 health or whatever, right? I could have charged your model, done the crush ability, done between 1 and 3, fought, did 1 damage, right? I probably would have got 1 hit through.
Right.
So I would have done 4. So I would have done between 7 and 5.
Right.
Right? And then I could have used Death's Demise.
And blow up
For 1d3. So I could have done between 10 and 7 damage, And then my leader could have came out and been like, "Oh, snake attack!"
You're right. There's a lot of moves you can make to help that happen.
It was the team definitely has an interesting play, and I don't know how the team is going to function into a bunch of different teams.
Because I'm wondering what it's going to be like when you don't rely just on the tunnel, right? Like,
Yeah.
what if you have a few guys who are doing their own thing?
Dude, you know what? To be honest, it might be better to start more people on the battlefield and not in the tunnel. It might be good to have like, oh, I'm playing Pathfinders, 3 homies inside.
Right. I don't
I'm
want to get
playing
shot.
Warmongers, cool. Like, come at me, homie.
Right.
Like,
let's move 7 inches.
let's see what happens.
Right, and then you use your tunnel as a trap.
Yeah.
That's really it. I mean, I guess besides maybe keeping where's the one guy? This guy in the tunnel, because his thing is...
Yeah, there's 2 guys that are really good in the tunnel. It's the Fell guy who can like attack people, and the Tremor sense if you walk.
Oh
over
yeah,
the
these
tunnel.
are the two. These are the two. Because this guy spits and
Surprisingly, they're like the last 2 dudes alive because I just kept them in the tunnel.
this guy... You needed them at the end. That's right. Yeah, and the Venom Spitter, if we had the third vantage, just hides it.
Yeah, we were talking about it. If I had the third vantage, I could have just popped up there. Also, G, I was going to do something spicy at the beginning of the game.
I thought about it. It's like, he's going to do the big blast.
I was.
I was thinking that too. It's like...
There was 3 models here. You saw it in my eyes. You
Yeah,
know,
I was like, he's
going
gonna do the blast.
here. I was going to hit 3 people, and then you moved your middle guy, and I was like, all right, it's gone.
I was hoping for the big blast. I was like, let's see it. Just because I had my Melta to come in and try to...
But I played very passively.
Right.
Here, psh, psh.
That's what he was here for too. It's like, then he'll just heavy bolt her after you shoot, which is cool. But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I took the gambit, you know?
Yeah, he rolled really well. You rolled pretty bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's what it is. He's a servitor. 11 wounds ain't going to survive that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, but this was fun.
I had a good
enjoyed
time. I had a great time.
it. Yeah, I mean, the All Valley comes out, is in a week.
It's
right?
in a week, so if you have tickets for that, we'll see you there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is going to be the special color for the event, So a bunch of tokens and extra stuff in this and whole sorts of stuff that we're going to be debuting there and starting the store officially. So very exciting. But I think I'm done. How about you, G?
I think I'm done too, man.
I want to thank you to Games Workshop again for allowing us to... for giving us this box early so we could review it, we could learn the rules, we could learn the teams, we could paint them, and create extra content for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the battle report. There might have been some slow times where we were thinking. I apologize.
Well, you know how it is. It's brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new. Like, our brains are...
No matter how much I reread it,
My brain's about this small. Right? It's about the size of a peanut.
And I'm actually...
My son calls me a dinosaur, right? So obviously my brain is the size of a peanut.
There you go.
Yeah.
No matter how much you read it, until you've practiced it, you never really have it,
Absolutely.
all the way in.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank you guys, and any shout outs, G?
Yeah, I want to shout out our patrons. Thank you so much for doing what you do. It helps us bring you more stuff here in the studio, which is always nice. You can join our Patreon. We have a link in the description for that. We do a bunch of early stuff for them as well, in addition to a few other perks at our events. So if you're looking to do that, check us out there. I want to shout out all the viewers who are watching, because you guys are making the magic happen here on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And we are on Twitch as well right now. We're a little slow because of the tournament season, so we're setting a bunch of stuff up. But usually our schedule is right around 6:30 on Tuesdays.
Correct. We've taken a month off because this place has been a disaster.
Yes.
Because I've been making lots of stuff.
Yep, All Valley's been ramping up, and we're about to see it at the end of this month.
Absolutely. I want to shout out my D&D group. This is my D&D world. It's cool. I like it. Shout out to them. Shout out to my wife and Tabletop Mayhem. She's a great short creator and YouTube shorts, right?
YouTube Shorts, that's correct.
YouTube Shorts, Instagram. She's awesome. She's our sister channel. And, shout out to Games Workshop. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.